All right, peoples. I'm on a different computer today. I wanted to come outside. It's my, well, the other one's a laptop too, but it's all set up with all my cameras and stuff. So here I am outside in my palatial estate in Kirkland, Washington. And news that are coming up for me this weekend is awesome. Let's see. My boy Elroy. Nothing, Elroy, sorry. My boy Elroy is starting high school, and he started football, which he's excited for, and I'm excited for, and Mom's excited for. And from time to time, you'll hear interactions from different people in my family or whatever. So I have code names for them. So Elroy is really not his name, but I don't want to give out his real name, so that you guys don't like totally troll him or something or mess with his accounts. So my boy Elroy is who he is, and you know, it's funny because, you know, here he is, you know, sophomore in high school, because they just switched the school district over to where they actually have freshmen in high school now. So before it was a 3-year high school, but now it's 4-year. So he's going in his first year of high school. And it's just going to be crazy. I mean, he's been playing football since he was 7, and the puppies are making noise. Bishop, Aragorn, come here. And we were fostering these puppies. But, all right, this weekend's going to be badass, all right? So I won tickets to go see Motley Crue and Kiss at the White River Amphitheater. Classic, you know, 70s, 80s bands that I've grown up with. It's going to be awesome to see them live again. I've been to like the last 4 Crue shows. I actually went down a few years ago to California, flew down to Vegas, drove out to the coast to see my daughter, then drove back to where the concert was, and then drove back to Vegas that morning and flew home. And it was just the most crazy, insane 4 days of my life, and I never want to have to do that again because it was just too much driving. But it was good to get out with the wife and have some, you know, anniversary time, which, in fact, my anniversary is coming up next week. 10 years married, man. I mean, get real. It seems like I just, you know, it was just yesterday that I just met this beautiful woman for the first time. And, you know, she's now my better half. Actually, she's my better 3/4 because I'm, you know, anyway. She's way better than I am. But, you know, that's because people balance each other out. We may not be exactly see eye to eye on a lot of things, you know, either politically, religiously, is that a word? Anyway, our religious beliefs may vary from time to time, but ultimately, when it came down to it, it's basically my moral code and her moral code, they mesh well together, and we complement each other. Her weaknesses are my strengths are her weaknesses. Wait, my weaknesses are her strengths. There. Anyway, so we're balanced. We're like yin and yang, you know. We're together like that. And I love her to death, you know. I call her my sexy Lexi. So that's her code name. So if I say talk about Lexi, I'm talking about my wife. Anyway. Today, TGN. I got to tell you something. TGN, you guys may or may not like them, and it doesn't matter to me. They're part of my family on the YouTube, and I went from fan to somebody that was working on a show with AWOL. You might have caught his SOTOR show on Twitch for a while, and then SOTOR kind of took a dive, and so we stopped doing the live show. But my relationship that I built over, you know, from being a fan to an Uber fan to somebody actually working with the show, and then, you know, coming up with ideas and stuff like that outside of the show to help TGN and Broadband TV, who's the parent company, grow on the YouTube network. And now I get a job. I'm actually got a job that pays me to bring people to the YouTube market and help, you know, create good content. Which you know, that's what I've been doing for a long time with Blog Talk Radio. I've been creating content on Blog Talk Radio for hosts as a producer. Well, my company had been up and down, and I haven't really put a lot of time into it. And this last year, I became unemployed from a job that I had that kind of got me out of the hole. I was a meat wrapper for Fred Meyer, And I just had one last run in. Oh, it timed out. What the hell is that? I'm sitting there recording, and the hibernation power stuff goes on. What the fuck? Anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to cuss like that. Look, guys, it comes down to this. You can do anything you want in life. I mean, like I said, I started out as a fan, but because I showed initiative, creativity, perseverance, everything that I did was not so much to boost myself, but when AWOL came to me and was like, hey, would you like to work with TGN? I was like, yeah. I mean, that would be awesome. I'd love to be a host, or somebody that's creating content or helping people create content. So I jumped on the forums for a while, and then I got busy doing other things, so I had to take myself off the forums as a moderator. And right now I'm heading some projects that I was doing, and I'm still doing some recruiting on the side, which I'm supposed to be doing for broadband. And it's hard. It's really hard, especially when I'm trying to build a music channel for Viso. And Viso, whichever way you want to pronounce it, potato, whatever. But Viso.tv is the first company in the broadband network that gave me an opportunity to make some money at this, and I appreciate that. You guys are awesome. Thank you. Of course, it came from my TGN side, where TGN wasn't quite big enough to start paying people salaries, but they knew that I was a hard worker and I did my job, to the best of my ability. Even though I was not making any money at that time, I was just out there doing my thing. I started moderating the Facebook site, and was able to grow it like 20% in a month. So I was able to get more and more subscribers out there, put content out there that people wanted to read about. There's a whole bunch of stuff that's going on. If you go to YouTube and you type in TGN and you go to our network, we've got a new facelift. We've got some new tools that we're using. We've got these arrows now that can scroll they can scroll back, from back and forth, basically on the page, from one video to the next in the whatever category you're in on the featured site, which is TGN Central. And these are all new things that we're implementing. We've got the channels in place. Basically, TGN is like a television network for YouTube. And if you have content that you think is good enough to go and populate one of these channels, bring it to us. We'll tell you what you need to do to make it better. If it's awesome, definitely we're going to use it. I mean, it doesn't make any sense to hold back people that are making awesome content. And that's where I'm at right now. I need to get my views per day up so that my channel can be put on to one of the channels that are there. Hey, what's up, Aragorn? Scared me. God, freaky dog. So, all right. Anyway, this has just been a little update, guys. And I know that I tried to upload one of my Minecraft videos. Didn't work very well. I'm going to try again over the weekend, hopefully, if I have time. But I've got a wedding to go to for a good friend of mine, and then I've got the concert and the kids, and tomorrow I've got to go pick up more tickets. Lexi wants some tickets today, so now Elroy gets to go to the concert with us. And how cool is that, that I get to go to a show where bands that I was watching as a kid at his age, now he gets to enjoy them at the same age as I was. And it's kind of like, it helps us bond a little bit. And I think that's awesome. Plus, he's going to enjoy himself. So there's going to be lots of chicks flashing their boobs and whatever else they do at the concerts. If you haven't ever been to a concert like one of these, definitely get an opportunity to go, because, yes, there are a lot of chicks that shouldn't be taking off their clothes, but there's a lot of that should. So I'm just saying, it's just what it is. It's sexy time at the concert. So. Anyway, coming up on 10 minutes. I don't like to run over 10 minutes, even though I do get on rants and stuff like that. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for the support. I'm up to, 420. I have 420 subscribers, which means now I'm going to go smoke myself out. No, I'm kidding. I don't do drugs or herbal supplements or whatever you call it. I don't have a medical marijuana card. But, yeah, I have 420 subscribers. I'd like to see that number a little higher. I've got a number of views. And things are going good. I really appreciate you guys helping me out. And until next time, Peace out. This is Big Nate. We'll see you next time.